Hi, this is one of the series of From How to How. So my documentations on my immigration in Canada. So it has been a year. So I name it in this way because I do think there's no any heaven for our generations, no matter where you go. So you choose your problem, but you can't erase all the problem. So today's topic is about my IELTS exam and my insight on the workplace in Canada. So what I think is like nobody in Canada actually, I feel they like working. So I don't mean you love working, but in the way that like you actually work your job. So so for those of you may you may have a query or a question about what IELTS is. So it's basically is a immigration test on English. So they have different kind of the examinations. So like CELPIT and also IELTS, and also another thing I don't keep the count. So basically they are checking your English literacy to see if you are suitable to be a immigrant here. And for those of you, those cocky ones, so you may think, okay, you have a bad result and now you're complaining about it. No, actually, no, I passed. So, 2 years or 3 years ago, I was applying my master degree, so I have to take the exam, and I don't really prepare about it. So, speaking, I find somebody to help me out to untie my tongue. So it's been like 10 years I have not been using this language. And for this time, I'm just too, busy and also tired because of my landlord. So in the house is always noisy, and I was trying to get my sleep, but I can't. So basically, I got no time to get any preparation on that. But both, 2 or 3 years ago, and this time I got this 7, so out of 9. So it's a not bad result. So yeah, so hopefully, you get what you want, and for those who are not interested in in this video, and you think, okay, this guy is talking about like he just get angry because he's getting a bad result. So you can leave the video. So, and of course, as all of you know, these kind of examinations is a business. So last time I was preparing for my master, and I was taking the academic module, and this time is like a general training module. So if they want to make more money, they probably should make more modules about it. So, and and it's just like a scam. So it is like they assume your English result or English ability will deteriorate over time. So they will ask you to take the examinations after 2 years. So just 2 years. So it will be expired. So it's a bye-bye. But today I'm not going to dig deep into the scam or the biggest scandal of the examination. So how they cooperate with the government and also the school institute to make tons of money out of your pocket. So this is not today's topic. So what I want to go through is what did happen in the examination center makes me so angry. So it's like 2 weeks before, so I know that it's gonna rain. So I took my Uber to get me to the examination center, and I'm 20 minutes before the registration time, which is 8:45, and it's actually kind of cold out there. So it's because it's autumn. So the weather has changed. So I just I just been to the center. Okay, hopefully I get warmer, but no, there's no any heat there. So but I mean, I was in the room, so yeah, 20 other students or except I mean people who need to take the exam, they sit there or standing there in just a small room, so it's like a chicken cage. So I wait, and all of us wait until 8:45. Nobody bothered to come. So it was the official registration time. And at 8:50, so finally there's a guy come into the room and go to the computer like his mom just woke him up. So you know what I mean. I was like shocked. So I have a clock, a biological clock made in Germany. So I mean, yeah, it's quite unacceptable for this. And what crazier is, like, after he just sit there for like 10 seconds, he check on his computer, and he find out that, oh, sorry about that, guys. We have a technical issues, and the network connection problem appears in the computer. So I think you guys should wait for a while. I was like, okay. So there's 20 people there. All of them are giving you like 380 dollars, and it just can't make you to be responsible to your job, to check before we come, right? So I was flabbergasted by that. And $8,000 for a morning in an examination center can't make your center to be like being more serious, give a shit on your job, right? And I mean, can't you just check it before? I mean, the day before, right? I was in a complete brain dead by that moment. But what's crazier is, it appears to be like we have to wait for an hour to get this problem fixed. And on that day, I was very sick, very, very ill, because I got no rest in my room. So a lot happens in my house. So my landlord is mismanaging his or her own babies. So yeah, who am I going to tell what to do, right? I am not a parent. I don't even have a wife or a kid. So anyway, I was really, really sick, and I was soulless, totally soulless that day. So that's why I took some medicine, so to make me out of the cold, and try not to disturb the others candidates. And also I took my coffee, but the thing is, like, the power of the coffee is just gone because I have been waiting there for like an hour, right? So, and of course we go through all the so-called security check, the metal detective thing. So people just check if you have any device in your body. So I don't really give a damn on that. I just want this lunatic get over soon. So anyway, so we go to the computer room, and then wow, and the computer room is also freezing. And the funny thing is, like, I was taking these examinations in Hong Kong, so I won't say they gave you the best hospitality to welcome you, to comfort you, to baby you. I mean, it's not a caring center, right? So it's, yeah. So basically, I mean, I got my computer back then in Hong Kong, and also some people, I mean, are the candidates. They're just sitting next to me. I mean, quite far away from me. Actually, there's a table length between us. So all of us can concentrate on our examinations and be not disturbed, right? So but this time is like everybody is like we just move ourselves from a chicken cage to another chicken cage. So okay, so I can take it. All right. But what's crazier? Just I mean, this craziness just goes on, right? So um, yeah, and while we were taking the examinations, I mean, these guys are just, I mean, I did not go out and have my toilet break, and and they just keep harassing me, so asking for my passport. So apparently I am not getting out. I mean, my time spent on the examinations, and yeah, and and some people ask things, and they just keep whispering with the I mean with the employees of the centers, and I was like, I am totally disturbed. I'm sick, and I'm totally disturbed by you guys. Can you guys just make your conversation out of the room? So not even there is the end. They even print their things in the examination center, and sometimes they just get bored and they walk behind you and just watch what you are doing on your computer, and what you wrote on your examination. I mean, shit. So I was like, what the hell? And at that moment, I kind of understand why they have the metal detector before you get to the examination center, which is the computer room. It's because I was thinking, if I got a weapon, I could have like assaulted somebody. Yeah, I mean that's basically just came to my mind. It's like, you guys are crazy. You guys are really crazy. So the only thing making me pleased in this examination is like, in the afternoon we got the speaking exam, and the examiner is just I mean, conscientious on her job. So she came here early, and she know, okay, I've been there, so she asked me to come, and we just take the exam, and I just kick myself out of the room and forget about it. So this is the story of my IELTS examination. So also last week, so somebody told me, so actually he think Canadian is pretty hardworking. So I don't doubt that in any point of the history, some generations are doing pretty good. But I mean, in the present, I don't think it is the case. So um, I mean, I've just talked about the examinations experience, how they did their work, and you see no professionalism uh, in these people's mind, right? So of course, I am not assuming everybody is like they are just stupid. They don't know the rules. I mean, everybody know. Everybody know that they should not do something at their work. Everybody know that you should be responsible for, I mean, while you are working at your job, or at least you provide some minimal effort, some line you can cross, right? But the thing is, like, you just find these intolerable behavior, they just happen in every sectors you encounter. So it doesn't matter if you're just going to buy your vegetables in the supermarket, doesn't matter you go to the store and just want to buy a lighter for your birthday cake, and they say, okay, you should, I mean, you should show your ID because this is like a tobacco. So it's a I mean it's a lighter the same as the tobacco, right? So I mean all these crazy. I mean just randomly come. And also, like, if you want to, I mean, carry a amount, I mean, not a small amount of money, and you just want to go to uh, find somebody else in the bank and ask them. So I would like this number, and to be drawn from my account. So they will say, oh wow, actually there's an ATM, and it's just trying to make you look like a stupid guy. So yes, I know, but I mean, if the ATM is doing your job, so I mean, what's the point of you guys are doing your job, right? So also, it's like every time you dial on a phone or I talk to somebody else, doesn't matter if it is a government or a private sectors, you always kind of you are not able to get your answer you want, right? It doesn't mean that you are like a kid, you ask for a candy, but it's like you just want to ask something to have a certain answer for that, but it just don't happen in here. So somebody will just give you one answer, another is just giving you another conflicting answers. So if you want to order something, they say yeah, please come. So yeah, we can order this, please come. And then when you come, another guy just say, okay, so we can't order that from you. So we can, but what we can do is like give you a ring check. So I mean, it just happened all the time after I moved here. So it doesn't mean that I hate this place. I love this place. So and also it doesn't mean that I I'm a naughty immigrant try to impose my mentality, my culture, my whatever, so into this country. No, it is not my intention. So because I do think I like this place and I want to spend my life um, in this place. That's why I want to point out the problem, and so that by doing so, I think we can make this place, I mean, better, right? So and contribute better to the society. My worry about that is like uh, the mentality of unprofessionalism. You just f around with your work has become a culture in Canada, and also the younger generations. I mean, I should not blame the younger generations because I mean these people are just like all kind of appears all in all kind of generations. But the thing is, sorry for my cold. And the thing is, like these people are in everywhere, and there are just too many of them. So, like my friend, he got a really irresponsible employee in his clinic, and basically, uh, they hesitate to fire her because I mean, after all, you just don't know. I mean, who is coming next, right? So, and the deeper problem of this culture, I guess I could say it has become a culture. The problem is if we just leave this alone. So I mean, you see in the employment market is pretty strange. So tons of these guys are working at their position, and there's no any consequences appears to them. So there's no anybody is telling them, hey, you just suck at your job, and we want you to go. If you have no improvement within these 3 months, I mean you should go. Nobody is doing that. And at the same time, you see there are many of those immigrants and also some locals. I mean, they have a hard time on finding their job. So another problem of the people who are living here, so who are living in here, is they're living in two rows. So I mean, you don't see a native or a Caucasian. They are just working at the shop, at the restaurant and washing dishes, and you don't see these people are doing some hard labor job, like I mean dirty labor job. I won't say it's hard, like cleaner or these things. I mean, yeah. And at one point I mean, people say, okay, I can get a job, but I mean, I don't see you guys are working at these jobs. So I mean, for me, it's like jobs are jobs. So we can't be staying in the status of unemployment for too long time. I mean, for me, I mean, this is just for me. I mean, maybe you guys are happy with living with those $600 or $1,000 a month of the social welfare. I guess I don't know. I just don't know. Who am I to tell? So back to the topic. I mean, yeah, I think we have to deal with this culture, and the thing is like, it's just unfair. It is just unfair. So in every sectors you see these people, like there are just too many, and somebody is ripping their ass, right? So, I mean, I remember one time, so like a month ago, so somebody just come up to me and asked me to, I mean, find a lawyer for his relatives. So because they are just stupid enough to transpass the border of the U.S. and yes, of course they got caught by ICE. So they need a lawyer, but unfortunately, I mean, the whole family. So as you expected, Chinese. I mean, here many of them they don't speak English, so they need somebody to communicate and find them a lawyer. And I try to help. So I just try to help. I know there's no any point for that. So basically, I mean, Trump will just kick you out, right? And and I dial quite a lot of uh, phone calls to the U.S. to the Texas, and what I find there is like it doesn't matter if the guy or the woman they are Latinos or they are Caucasians, so they always they always know what you are asking about and your concerns. So and they you may say this is a big business and this is a yeah, after all, it's a business, right? So they're being professional. I mean, yeah, I guess so, but at the same time, like what I say, so the IELTS examinations, so the experience, right? It costs you a morning for $8,000. Why the money is not putting you at the right place, right? So this is what we should think about, right? So during the call to Texas, I mean, I asked quite a lot of questions, and every question is like, I ask A and they answer A. So it's like, so what's the procedure? They explain about it. So I mean, is that possible to bail it out? Okay, it depends. You have to talk to the lawyer. So how much is the estimated cost for this? And sometimes they give the answer, sometimes they are not. But I mean, every answer, I mean, every correction to certain answer is relevant. So, but many times when I ask question in here, I mean, they just give some irrelevant answers. So that's what I say. Do people put their least effort in their job, or do they just f around with their job? And 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 because nobody is giving them any punishment or any consequences, they can do this forever. They basically can do this forever. So, I mean, yeah. So back to my friend, he was telling me that, oh, in this land people are hardworking. So I was thinking, so it's a joke because um, have you ever visited the factories in China? I don't think you guys will like it. So, and also, I mean, it's like you can logically deduct your result, right? So if I praise, there's no any consequences for people who just do poorly at their job, and there's no any punishment, and there's no any incentives for people who are being aggressive on their job. And if there's no any, I mean, people encouraging, the culture is not encouraging to strive for excellence. So like what I teach in martial art, I mean, people here, frankly speaking, so I just find nobody is like that aggressive in China or in Hong Kong. People are just treating them like a leisure, like somebody is a comedian and try to please them and make them relax, and it's like they're not learning. So basically they are not learning, they're finding an experience. So if we are in this culture, I mean how could you be hardworking, right? So, and I am totally aware of the fact that in this day and age, hardworking probably is not going to give you anything. But the thing is like, all right, so I mean, at least being hardworking and responsible at least is doing your community a convenience. So trying to, I mean, is there no meaning for making somebody's life easier, right? Is it no meaning, right? So, I mean, is that no meaning for like the academic scrutiny and also like some achievement in your hobbies? So, right? And I mean people should look around. I mean, look into a different way instead of like just thinking, okay, I just hate my job and it doesn't pay me enough to do this and do that, and yeah, we all know that, but I just think we can change our mind to like our mindset and make ourselves happier and make others people's life easier, right? So I guess is the meaning of hard working. So you are trying to build your own capacity, your ability, and also like trying to make somebody's life easier, and also like it's a life goal and to push you to learn or to achieve something. So I guess that's what I want to say. So and that's what I think after I'm taking the examination. Anyway, I'm just being like an old man talking too much and whining too much. So anyway, yeah, see you next time. Bye.